Broadcast. Shout out to our sponsors. And now for our broadcast.
Good evening. I'm getting an echo, so I got to figure out, does that still have sound out there? Awesome. Very good. Good evening, everybody, and welcome here to the Football Player Showcase here at The Rock today. Here on Jeff's live stream. Again, I want to thank all the coaches. I want to thank all the players. I want to thank all of the fans who are going to be joining us here today at The Rock. We are so excited. I also got to give a shout out, obviously, to Caleb for letting us use this facility to be able to do this. This is not a playoff preview show. It may come up somewhere along the line that's what we're going to end up talking about, but it really is not a focus right now on the playoffs. We know teams have made it. We know that people are going to be playing. In fact, I think everybody that's going to be here tonight is going to be in the playoffs, which is absolutely incredible. But what we want to focus on here in our player showcase, we completely focus on how our young men and the coaches have grown together as a team and how well they've bonded together, and talk about what their futures bring up. That's what our total focus is for this showcase. You guys are welcome to participate. We've got a portable camera that's coming around. We've got a portable microphone that'll allow you guys to ask some questions if you wish. And all I ask is that when you come on in, just have a seat and feel free to enjoy the show. We're going to step aside here. We're going to hear from some of our sponsors, and then we're going to come back here on Jeff's live stream with Justin, Dominic, Cameron, the doctor. Our camera doctor is going around with the portable unit and the microphone today. And again, we will start things out with Randolph today, and we'll start out by talking with Coach. He's got 5 gentlemen that are with him, and I don't have 5 headsets to go, so we'll have a coach come up here and talk a little bit about coaching and his team here in Randolph. We'll be back here on Jeff's live stream after these messages.
Jeff's Live Streams is proud to announce our 2025 Football Showcase. Join us Wednesday, October 22nd at 6 p.m. at The Rock. If you can't make it in person, we will also be streaming the event live on Jeff's Live Streams on YouTube, and you will be able to watch a recording at any time.
Precision engineering, rigorous attention to detail. A Bryant Evolution heating system is so well designed, it's as much of a joy to install as it is to use.
Good to go.
For the dealer nearest you, visit Bryant.com.
AirTech Heating, doing whatever it takes.
Planning to build? Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your visions to reality. You need Pino. After all, we've been doing it for over 45 years. To start your next project, go to www.rapinno.com and you'll learn about the Pino difference. Pino, build better for future generations.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
Looking for a reliable...
Welcome back here to Jeff's live stream. Joining us here on the Showcase show is the head coach for the Randolph Rockets, Coach Tom Chase. Coach, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us. We always enjoy being here.
So I'm going to ask you to share your story a little bit. Tell us your coaching career a little bit, and tell us about why you got into coaching.
Well, I started out coaching at Wywiga Fremont High School. I was there for, I think, 27 years, 24 as a head coach. Went to Ripon College as an assistant there. I was quarterback slots coach for 4 years. That was a lot of fun. I had an itch to get back as a head coach again. So Randolph had an opening, which wasn't that far from Ripon, although it was a little bit of a drive. So
the breaks free, and he is
gone. For the Randolph
Touchdown,
job, and they hired me there. I've been there for 7 years.
The handoff.
Wonderful.
The wide receiver takes it on the reverse, a little counter play.
It's been really a fun ride.
Score.
Talk a little bit more about that community that you're a part of. You're driving from Wywiga Fremont, so it's a good hike. And we talk about this almost every time that we interview, so just talk a little bit about the Randolph community and the support that you have.
Yeah, well, I guess I'll go back to when I first got hired. I actually had a former student of mine from Wywiga that was living in Randolph, and I reached out to her, and she just said the Randolph community is phenomenal as far as supporting their athletics, and I have been nothing but amazed. They've been just so good. They've been really good to me, obviously, and the kids are just awesome. Like I said, they support our program with different things that we might need, and they've been just super. I've been so happy and so fortunate to be able to coach here in this community. I just really feel lucky that I've been able to do this.
So tell me what's your favorite thing about coaching?
Basically would be building relationships with the young men. You know, it's really kind of cool. You know, this is going to sound silly, but I had a quarterback that I had coached at Ripon College years ago, and he sent me an invitation to his wedding this next year. So it's just kind of cool when you can make those relationships with those young men, try to build on them, try to teach them right from wrong, so to speak, build character, which is something that we're very high on, obviously, and just hopefully that they can turn out to be good young men, that they can be good husbands someday, good fathers someday, and be able to give back to the whatever communities that they're living in.
Everybody thinks that every team is very similar, especially after numerous years, but tell us what's special about this 2025 team that you've worked with.
Well, I think the growth that we've had has been phenomenal, to be honest with you. You know, we had our scrimmage, and it was not real good, to be quite honest with you. In our first couple games, we struggled. We started putting a few things together, did a few things better. Our schedule favored us a little bit more towards the middle of the season, so going from 0-4 back to 4-4 was a pretty big feat, I felt, and I thought we really played pretty darn well against Johnson Creek. Johnson Creek's a really good football team, and I thought we hung with them really well, and it wasn't decided until late in the fourth quarter. So just very proud of our kids and how they've come together, stuck together with each other, and they had no let-ups, they had no let-downs, and that was a great thing. So I was very pleased, very proud of them, and you know, we got a shot on Friday, so we'll see how it goes.
Coach, I want to thank you for taking the time to join us here and to bring some of the young men that you have on your team. Is there anything else you'd like to add here on this showcase before we bring the boys up here? You
know, I'd just like to thank the community. Like I said, they've been so wonderful to me coming in here, being an outsider, you know, and living an hour and 10 minutes away. They have just been super, and I can't thank them enough. I know we've got some changes coming on next year, obviously, with Cambria coming over. You know, we're going to be the Patriots next year, so I'm not quite sure just how all those things are going to shake out. So we'll see how it goes, but I just want to thank the Randolph community for what they've done. All the players that have been able to coach at Randolph, they've been phenomenal and built some really good relationships with a lot of young men. It's been really fun.
Coach, I want to thank you for always taking the time whenever I reach out at the last minute to be able to grab and give me an interview. I really appreciate that, and I really enjoy the opportunities that we've had to talk. Head coach here for the Randolph Rockets, Tom Chase. So why don't we give him a hand here while we switch over and bring the boys up here.
Thank you.
Congratulations again on a great season.
Thank you.
I'm going to step aside here, and I'm going to run some ads, and then we'll come back here with our 5 boys here from Randolph. And they didn't know all 5 of them were going to talk until they came in here, and I said, oh, you might as well. So we're going to do some adjusting here and see what they can work with the headsets. We'll be back here on Jeff's live stream after these messages.
WIT Services has got you covered. With 5 years of experience, they specialize in everything from roof repairs to full replacements. Their team is dedicated to quality workmanship and customer satisfaction. Plus, they offer free estimates, so you know exactly what to expect. Whether it's a leaky roof or a complete overhaul, Witt Services is the go-to choice for all roofing needs. Don't wait. Reach out today. Coal Oil and Propane is committed to establishing and upholding lasting relationships with our respected customers. We pledge to provide exceptional and reliable service, exceeding your expectations, and are dedicated to continuous improvement, embracing and driving change to better serve you. Whether you need service for residential, commercial, or agricultural, Coal Oil and Propane has you covered. Our goals are simple: great products, competitive pricing, and reliable service. Contact Coal Oil and Propane for all your fuel and lubricant needs. Trust Coal Oil and Propane.
We are Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, and we have been leading a greenhouse here in Fox Lake since 1981. Family owned and operated, we provide beautiful flower baskets and fruit and vegetables to residents of South Central Wisconsin. We know the importance of having a variety of flowers, fruits, and vegetables available to our customers throughout the year. Discover the finest selection of locally grown produce, including sweet corn, tomatoes, and cucumbers, along with a variety of fresh fruits. At Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we believe in providing our customers with the freshest and highest quality produce. Come visit us and taste the difference.
Happy fall, y'all. Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Fall is a time for a whole home duct and dryer vent clean. Here's what I mean. Things off kilter? Might need a new furnace cleaning and a filter. Dust and dander? We'll take a gander. We are your home for the Coleman Equipment brand. Call 920-763-2301 or log on to allphasecomforts.com, providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
Hey, it's Bucky. Give us a call, and we'll clean your ducky.
Joining us. Welcome back here on Jeff's live stream. I'm going to have to probably do some camera switching here as well to show the different shots that we have taking place out here. Joining me up here, I've got 5 of the gentlemen from the Randolph Rockets, and I'm just going to fire away and just ask some individual questions. First, let's start down on the end with Eli. Am I right?
Yep.
Oh, that's amazing. We can stop right there because I'm actually perfect for the night, so that would be pretty good that we stop there. Eli, tell us a little bit about your career. How did you get started into football? When did you start? And just share a little bit about that.
I started in 7th or 8th grade. I remember watching my brother play, and I loved football, and I wanted to play myself. So
what is your favorite thing about football?
I just like the teammates, the coaches, the physicality that comes with it.
What's one of the memories that just stands out? I don't care if it's from youth or from high school, and it doesn't even have to be this year. Just tell me one of the memories that just stands out for you as being a part of the Randolph Rockets.
I'd say going to 3rd round in the playoffs 2 years ago, my sophomore year.
It was a good time, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah, that was awesome. Thanks for joining me here on our player showcase. I'll come back to you and I'll fire you another question. Braden, I'm going to kick it over to you. Braden, tell me a little bit about your history about being getting involved in the sport of football.
Yeah, so I started about 5th or 6th grade, I think. I played all throughout high school too. Mostly slot receiver and safety. And yeah.
Tell me about Coach. What's it like being on his teams?
Oh, it's great. He's a really good coach. Runs through everything, makes sure everyone understands. Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about how this team gels together, at least in your eyes. Tell me some of the things that make this team special.
I think our team is really unified. I think we have a lot of relationships within the team, and we do a lot outside of football as well.
So tell me how that worked out when you guys started out 0-4 on the season.
That was kind of disappointing. You know, we didn't expect it. Well, I mean, some of us expected to come back from that, but others were kind of disappointed.
So what was it like then as the season started to progress even further and things started to be more successful?
Yeah, once we beat Westfield, which they were a pretty decent team at the time, we figured that we could get it going and come back from that 0-4 start.
So you play defense, so tell me a little bit about that, because a couple of shutouts that came your way on the defensive side as well.
Yeah, well, early in the season, I broke my finger, so I had a slow start to the season, but I'm coming back now from that.
Tell me, what are your plans after high school? Do you know what you plan on doing after graduate?
Yeah, I'm thinking of going to carpentry. I'm doing a lot of building houses and stuff right now.
Nice. Is that part of the classes at Randolph, or is it just something you do as part of your job?
Yeah, both.
It's awesome. Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you for joining us here on the Player Showcase. I really appreciate you taking the time. Caden, let's talk about you. I've had the opportunity to watch you return kicks, right?
Yep.
I've had a chance to watch you run the ball. What's your favorite position to play? I mean, one of the things
position.
in Randolph you get to play both offense, defense. So, what's your favorite position to play?
I like defense. I've been playing strong safety for a couple of years now, and I've loved it. You know, I like sort of reading whether it's run or pass, and then if it is running up and hitting the running back if I get a chance, and then if it is pass, trying to like drop into coverage and sort of see where they're throwing it up. So I've loved that, but I also do love running the ball. You know, it's a lot of fun too. But yeah, I think strong safety I do like a little bit more than slot.
Tell us how you got started. At what age did you start, and then when did you decide that I think I can commit to playing some football?
Yeah, so I started in 6th grade as well. I actually played soccer with Braden before we started playing football, and I wasn't very good at it. So I tried something new, and it kind of just stuck. I loved playing football and playing it now.
Randolph is a small school, so you typically have to play some other sports, or you get the opportunity, I should say, to play some other sports. Are there other sports that you play?
No, actually. So I'm homeschooled. I've been homeschooled for many, many years. I do take some classes in a school all the way over in Madison, but primarily homeschooled. So football has really been the only sport that I play. Other than that.
Talk to me about what is it like then to be a part of this team? It's got to be something special for you.
Yeah, it's incredible. You know, it gives me something to do, and I love spending time with these guys, you know, because being homeschooled, it's hard to meet people, you know, and football is definitely a way that I've done that. I've met some incredible men. And, yeah, I think I've built some friendships that I'm going to have for a long time. So it's been nice.
So talk to me a little bit about what is one of the superstitions in the team, and is there a player who's superstitious in the locker room, and what is that?
So we got a sheet with the questions that you were going to ask on it, and this was one of them, and we actually talked about it in the parking lot. The only thing that we could come up with was Ben wearing a specific underwear for every game.
Every game?
Every single game, same
At least
underwear.
you wash it?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much.
I do wash them.
Because I have had some people that we have interviewed before, like for basketball and for hockey, and 3 months or 4 months long, you can probably just jump into them. They stand up. But
yikes.
And does it work?
Yes, it does. I mean, there are some wear and tear in the underwear, but they still get the job done.
That's so awesome. Thanks, Kate, for joining me here.
Thank you.
Levi, let's talk a little bit about your career playing football. I've had the opportunity to watch you for several years. So just talk to us again how you got started and what is it like to be a part of this team?
I started football. I actually played flag football, but I actually started playing real football in 5th grade. This team's special.
Wait a minute. Real football. Flag football is an Olympic sport.
Yeah.
Okay, no comment. But,
but, yeah, this team, we all just play together. We've been in the same class, and everybody knows each other. Even the grades below, we've been in so many sports together. We all just talk well, communicate well.
Talk to me about what is it like being coached by Coach Chase?
It's awesome, actually. He lets us all try out our own positions, and then he puts us where we should be.
Has there been a time when he's called a defensive play and you said, "This guy's nuts. We're gonna do something else"?
No.
Why? Really? Okay. It sounds like Coach has got a little bit of a grip and control on this team, like you would hope that a good coach would do. Tell me what your plans are after you graduate.
I'm currently undecided at this point. I don't really know what I'm going to do after college yet.
You've got plenty of time. I'm just going to tell you right now to put your mind at ease. I was in the same boat, okay, and I ended up having 4 or 5 college degrees now and fell in love with going to school. But don't stress about it is my number one piece of advice for you right now. It'll come to you. Just continue to meditate on it. It'll pop up to you. Other sports that you play?
Basketball and track.
If I remember correctly, is the relay team, are you part of the relay team? Was that a state qualifier for track?
No, we went to sectionals.
Okay. I knew that you guys had some pretty decent success. What is your favorite class?
Probably woodworking.
Favorite pregame meal?
I honestly don't know. Probably like chicken nuggets or something.
Chicken nuggets. No, do you guys do a team meal or a team bonding thing at all during the week?
Thursdays after practice, we always got a team meal.
So talk to me a little bit about that. How does that go? Who decides and makes the food and all that type of stuff?
The parents, they'll either buy something from somewheres, they'll have it all set up, or they'll make something. A couple parents from each family each week, and they'll set it up.
I won't tell mom or dad, but what's your favorite meal? Who brings the best food?
Probably my dad, mac and cheese.
Okay.
Anybody with mac and cheese. Really.
Oh, and mac and cheese, no matter what, whoever brings that. So if you're going to be a supporter of Randolph, you got to make sure that you bring some mac and cheese for these young men. Levi, thanks again for joining me here. We're going to jump over here quick to Ben. Ben, again, I've had the opportunity to watch you play. My first question is, how's the body doing?
It's holding up real well right now this season. No injuries yet. But it's holding up real well.
Talk to me about your career in football, because you had an older brother also that you kind of had to reach up and follow what was going on there. So tell me a little bit about
so I always
your
had
football career.
I always had to be better than him. So, but I started my third grade in Beaver Dam for like a youth thing, and then I moved into Randolph fourth grade, so I knew some of the upperclassmen pretty well. But other than that, I played Randolph football all the way through till now, from fourth grade till now. So,
talk to me a little bit about other sports that you play as well, because again, I know I've seen you playing some other sports.
Yeah, so I also play basketball, and then I do track and field.
Tell me what your plans are after you graduate.
After I graduate, I want to go play ball somewhere. I'm not quite sure where yet, but somewhere.
Football?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, there are plenty of opportunities out there. So the other piece of advice that I have for everybody is don't give up on your dreams. Just a no doesn't mean anything. It just means try someplace else.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so keep battling as much as you can. Let's go down the line here and ask. I got one question for each of you. We'll start here with Ben, and then we'll go back the other direction because it'll test to see if I can remember names. Ben, tell me, you've been involved in sports. You've been involved in your classes. Talk to me about one piece of advice that you would share, either with your younger self, or we know that there's going to be some young men. If I would actually switch to the right screen here, because we've got some of the Randolph highlights that are up there running right now, and unfortunately you guys can't see it, but you have to go back and watch the show, and that's where I make my money on the views, so make sure you go back and watch the highlights. Anyways, tell me, what's that one piece of advice that you would give?
One piece of advice I would have to give is when times get tough, never give up, because there's always that chance.
I love that. That's a great one. Levi, same thing. Question to you all the way down the line here. What's to your younger self, or you've got a young boy who's out there watching the Randolph Rockets highlights right now and watching you. What's the piece of advice that you'd give?
I'd probably say don't take it for granted, because it goes by a lot faster than you'd think.
Isn't that amazing how your freshman year is kind of dragging, and all of a sudden now your senior year is like, what the heck?
It all goes by so quick.
It does. Caden, same question to you. What's the piece of advice you'd give to your younger self or somebody out there who's listening?
I think knowing the difference between motivation and discipline, because motivation, I mean, it's easy to do things it's easy to do things when you want to do them. It's when you do things when you don't want to do them when it really counts. So like if you're disciplined and you do something every week, every day, whether or not you want to do it, that's when you're going to succeed. Otherwise, if you just do it when you want to do it, you're likely not going to.
Very good. Nice piece. Braden.
Yeah, I'd just say stay motivated and persevere. Never give up.
Awesome. And Eli, what do you got?
I'd say make every opportunity
to actually get a home game.
Another quarterback wedge play, and that one works.
There's just a random question that
they get the 2 yards needed, and
I have just for a couple, starting first of all with Levi.
That's what I think yeah.
Your hands get involved quite a bit in the game, right? And if your hands could talk to you after a game, what would they be complaining about?
Gone. Touchdown. Bowalda. Off the handoff.
I should have gave the ball to my running back
takes it on the reverse,
all right.
little counter play.
Here's one more question that I have, and here we let's, go. Let's shoot it
the
over
play
to
of the game.
Caden, and
Hart's
we'll ask you
bouncing
this.
to the outside, battling. I don't think he got it. I think
Which of your
him.
opponents
It's gonna come down
was
to a
the
spot.
most
It looks
likely
like,
to accidentally wander into your team's sideline during a break?
Dodgeland.
I won't ask you to expand on that, but you popped that off pretty quick. Gentlemen, anything else that you'd like to add to the show here? Eli, tell us if there's anybody you'd like to give a shout-out to that you'd like to give a thanks.
I'd just say Coach Chase.
Awesome. Thank you. Braden?
Probably Mason and Jared, who couldn't make it here tonight.
Thank you. Caden?
Coach Chase.
Awesome. Levi?
Thank God. Makes it all possible.
Awesome. Amen. Ben?
I'm going to thank God, my parents, and my brother, and Coach Chase.
I want to thank all of you guys for it. Does anybody have a question? Where's my portable out there? Does anybody have a question that they would like to ask one of these guys that I haven't? I don't care what it is. You can ask them what their favorite breakfast is. No? Oh, don't be shy, because the next thing you know that the doctor is going to be coming around, just stick the microphone in your face. So that'll be coming up here next. Thanks again here. Let's give a hand to these gentlemen for taking the time here. The Randolph Rockets joining us here on the Player Showcase. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
We're going to step aside, and we're going to come back, and we are going to be bringing up – who am I bringing up? Oakfield. All right, we'll be back. You're listening to Jeff Sauer along with Justin Schwartzmiller, Dominic Ackerman, and the Dr. Cameron Hatcher. We'll be back.
Is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
Rediscover the hometown lumberyard experience in your own backyard. Hi, this is Dave, third generation of the family-owned and operated Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lamira. I welcome you to experience what the hometown lumberyard has to offer. Better products, better advice, better service. From one old ring to all the building materials to build a house, we had the products to get the job done. Hardware, plumbing, electrical, paint, lawn and garden, automotive, bird, and so much more. Come experience what your hometown lumberyard has to offer. Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lamira, where the tracks cross Main, or online at lidkelumber.com.
Municipal Well and Pump has helped communities and industries keep water running with expert well drilling, pump installation, and dependable maintenance. Our experienced team is committed, quality workmanship, and getting the job done right the very first time. When reliable water matters most, trust the name built on honesty, integrity, and experience. Municipal Well and Pump, delivering water you can depend on.
At the Pioneer Keg, great food meets a fun atmosphere. Dive into their full menu featuring award-winning cheese curds and our homemade pizzas that are simply irresistible. Try the famous Brewmaster Challenge, where the food takes center stage. And if it's Friday, get ready for our amazing Friday fish fry. Check out our relaxed atmosphere, hang with friends, where everyone has a good time. Come thirsty, come hungry, and leave happy. The Pioneer Keg, 122 South Milwaukee Street, Theresa, Wisconsin.
Whether you enjoy the sunshine of summer with boating, jet skiing, UTV riding, mowing lawn, gardening, or camping, enjoy the leaves falling in autumn, getting to that perfect nature walk or hunting, or enjoying the Wisconsin snowfall hiking, four-wheeling, snowmobiling, traveling across the state, or just driving up and down your driveway, call PT Tire and Service for all your automotive and recreational needs. Call 920-346 Tire. Located in...
Welcome back here to the Player Showcase here at The Rock. Again, thank you to Caleb for allowing us to use his facility here. Thank you to everybody who has attended. I hope you guys get a chance to grab some food there, even if they're just appetizers. It's really awesome. But I want to thank the gentlemen in advance. I've got members from the Oakfield Mighty Oaks coming up here. Their 8-man football program. Again, I've had the opportunity to be covering them. Dominic's had a chance to see you guys. And again, it's a small school, so we get a chance to talk to you about other things as well. Joining me here is the head coach, Corey Rickert. Coach, thank you for taking the time to join us here. I know you guys could do some other things, but thanks for joining me here on this player showcase.
Well, we appreciate you having us here. It's always a pleasure to talk about the team.
Tell me a little bit about your coaching career. How did things get started, and we'll go from there.
I was working in Oakfield. There was a middle school position 17 years ago, and I took it, worked for 3 years, moved over to the high school level, and then after 3 more years, took over as head coach, and so 11 years here, and this is where we're at right now.
Talk to me up and down for the Oakfield Oaks way back, right? Things have been going really well. So just talk to me about how things have progressed this year for the team.
Yeah, being a part of the beginning phases, you get to be humbled, and you get to know where things are. When things are as good as they have been for us recently, you try to remember that it's not always that way. And that's kind of like how I like coaching too. I'm not a big fan of getting crazy and making other teams look bad. So that my team has probably not always appreciated that. But we had some bad times, and we made a really great decision 13 years ago to go to 8-man, and it's put us on the map and made us a respectable school among the state, and the players, they buy in, and they fight, and they do everything they need to do, and it's like I tell everybody, it's real football.
Absolutely, it's real football. I'm going to tell you, not a lot of people know about 8-man. The first time I saw it, it was, wow, this is pretty exciting. Tell me, what is the difference between 8-man and 11-man?
Well, the major difference is the field size. It's just a little thinner. But we lose linemen. We take basically 2 offensive linemen off the field, and if you don't look at the guy way down on the end, we don't always make him very, very big and strong to begin with. So it helped us that way. And then you have one more receiver type that's off the field. But almost everybody in 8-man have to play their freshmen through their seniors. So we all have pretty much the level playing field. But I just can't say enough about how the players have just embraced it. It just, it's what we do. It's who we are. And the success is just, it's all because of them.
Talk to me about the community in Oakfield. Again, I know some of the stuff there, but tell me your impressions of the community.
Yeah, you and I talk about this almost every time we have a conversation. They have been so supportive. I remember the days when I was in middle school. It was, the stands would get packed, but it took till the second or third quarter. They're there early. The fans or the high schoolers are great. The parents that haven't had kids in school for years show up. Anywhere you go, people are. I was in a different town over the weekend. They're like, "Wait, it was last Friday. Shouldn't you be, at a game right now? Like, you're in the playoffs. Like, I don't know you, but yeah, we're playing tomorrow." So it's just it's so awesome to that people know what we do, and to be a part of that, and the support the community gives is just it's just awesome.
Every team is a little bit different, so tell me what's special about this team that you have this year.
That's a great question. They're I like the clowns. They're kind of clowny. We have some fun, they were. I had most of them when I taught 4th grade. So I've been fairly close to many of them for 8 years now. So they're one of the last classes I had before I moved to middle school. So it's just it's just how they meld and the growth and the things that they've done over the years. So I can't just say one thing. We just I've spent a lot of time with them in the weight room and in different places, and their work ethic is just great, and it's just a fun kind of group to be around.
How much money have you spent on donuts this year?
Oh my God, I don't even want to think about it.
So tell people about that. You're the defensive coordinator.
I run the defense, and this started way before I even was the head coach. Tim Siebert, the prior coach, brought it up. But anytime you pitch a shutout, you throw a donut on the board, the team gets donuts, and we didn't even have to say it more than once. Everybody knows it, and then they start mumbling on the sidelines. And we're like, guys, don't jinx it. You don't want to talk about stuff like this.
Wait a minute. That sounds like you're superstitious.
No, I'm not justitious. I am superstitious. So no, we've had a couple this year. It's been a good defensive year for us.
Coach, I want to thank you for taking the time to chat with us here. Is there anything you'd like to add?
Well,
Dom?
Let's see if I can get this mic to work. Jeff, Justin, and I were at the Oakfield game, the playoff game on Saturday, and we noticed all the shirts going around with the 75 wins. How does that feel to get 75 wins in your coaching career?
Yeah, I don't like talking about that too much. It was a surprise that someone gave me on a bus to the last game, and it's awesome. It just says what we have, and again, it goes back to the buy-in. The players buy in. They do what we do. We try to keep things simple, but they do everything we ask of them and more. I'm not a fan of that it said Rickert because we're a team. Those are all wins that are Oakfield team. But it was pretty special. For the guys to think of you, to do something essentially behind your back, and it means a lot. It still means a lot. There's certain people I can't even look at in the audience right now because I'd probably get emotional. But in the amount of time that we've done it, I'm pretty proud of what we've done. Yeah.
Well, congratulations on that accomplishment. Great question there by Dominic. Let's start out talking to some players. Lincoln, we're going to start down on the end and have a conversation with you. First of all, Lincoln, just tell us, how did you get started in football?
Well, I started in flag football in elementary school and just kind of kept going with that. And then started with JFL football in 5th grade and did that in 5th and 6th grade, and then kept it with it in Oakfield middle school ball until now.
Oakfield's a small school, so what other sports do you play?
I just do trap shooting in the spring.
Just?
No. Yeah.
I mean, that's an incredible hand-eye coordination as well. A lot of people don't think of it as a sport, but they should pick up a gun and try and hit that little clay pigeon that's flying through there. It's a very athletic sport. So tell me a little bit about trap.
I don't want to say there's not much to it, but there's not much to it. The more you think, the more you're going to mess up. So
kind of like playing the line.
Sure.
Tell me about one of your favorite memories about football, whether it's this year or past years. Just tell me what's one of your favorite memories.
Probably at least in high school. It'd be my sophomore year when we won conference that year, and then went to the state semifinal. That was a pretty good run. Love the guys that were ahead of me at the time. And then I guess one that I thought of the other week was we were in 8th grade, and we were playing St. Mary's Catholic. It was like the last game of the year, and they put me at running back, and I threw a game-winning touchdown to Bo in the end zone on like a running back pass. So that was pretty fun.
Was Bo 6'7" back then, or was he only 6'5"? That makes it a pretty easy target. You also play on the defensive line, so tell me a little bit about what's your preference. You prefer offense where you're blocking and get the pancake block, or would you prefer to be defense and get the sack?
Well, both are kind of nice. I like offense. I've been doing that longer, so I know what I'm doing. So it's nice that way. It's nice getting a good block every now and then. But But defense, I like defense. I mean, to me, that wins games. So getting a stop like that, that's a pretty good feeling.
I thought you were going to actually say you preferred to be the punter. That's not the case. You don't get to punt that often anyways.
No.
How'd you get that job?
Punted good enough, I guess. Just kind of kept with it and kept going and try to get more consistent. But, yeah, just kind of stayed with it.
Talk to me about what are your plans for after you graduate?
Right now I'm planning doing a 100% online course for 4 years through Midway University. That'll be an equine business and sales course. So
interesting. So obviously you're into horses?
Yeah, I train and show draft horses during the summer and whatnot. But it's on my mind for the most part all year.
So tell me about what's your favorite class then that you've taken so far at Oakfield? Or maybe it hasn't been an Oakfield. Maybe you took one that was online or something.
No, I don't know. I like anything about ag. Those are always good, fun classes to do, and shop classes aren't bad.
So you're the true lineman who's a hands-on guy and likes to get a hold of somebody who's straight across from you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep. It's not a bad gig. So.
So tell me, what's one thing that is very superstitious in the locker room?
I don't want to toot my own horn, but every game, especially a home game, I go in like our shower room, have the lights off, I'm just by myself, just kind of get more of a mental lock in there.
That's the same thing that all of them said, and nobody comes over there and bothers you when you're in the shower.
For the most part, no. But even when we go to away locker rooms, I kind of try to look for one that's not too disgusting. So
Awesome. Thanks, Lincoln, for joining me here on the Player Showcase. I really appreciate you taking the time this evening.
You.
Great job today. Bo,
Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
You did a nice job with helping Justin run the camera the other day when you were just constantly walking next to him at the last game.
Yeah.
Is that something you're looking forward to doing?
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah? You want to get it behind the camera, or you want to stay in front of it?
Well, hopefully behind, because then we're winning.
Okay, that sounds awesome. Tell me a little bit about your career for football, how you got started, how things have progressed, your positions. Talk about that.
I started in flag football, and then, like Lincoln said, we played JFL together, and then middle school, and then all the way through high school.
So, favorite position? I mean, you're
probably D-end.
I'm absolutely shocked when I watch you out there, because it's not a knock, but I don't think the biceps are bulging out of the shirt. But
definitely not.
What I see from you, though, is you have no problem throwing linemen to the side. You have no problem going in there. So tell me, this year, or even maybe in the past, what was your favorite sack or your favorite hit that you can remember as a D-end?
Probably against Abundant Life. It's always fun to play them. So
tell me about the play. What was it?
I mean, just got by the lineman and hit the quarterback.
Awesome. Tell me a little bit about some of the other sports that you play as well.
Just basketball.
And you are enjoying playing basketball as well, or would you say that football is your number one love?
I don't know. Probably
same?
Probably same, yeah.
The same 50-50?
Yeah.
Tell me, what does it mean to you to be sitting up here with these same guys that you've been on? You talked about you've been playing flag football with them forever, so tell me, what is it like? What is this team like?
I mean, it's special. I've known these guys since forever, so it's always fun to play with them, so yeah.
Favorite pregame meal?
Gatorade and Cheez-Its.
I saw that. Okay. What that the meal of champions, Gatorade and Cheez-Its out there. Tell me a little bit about what your plans are once you graduate.
I got to go to college somewhere, according to my parents, but and then so hopefully Platteville, they got a good agriculture school there.
So you're very interested in agriculture as well. I saw that as part of the things that you're planning on doing. So what part of the agricultural field do you want to study? Are you looking at dairy science? Are you looking at husbandry? Are you looking at something like that? What would be right up your alley right now if you could pick what you'd like to study?
Probably dairy science. I like working with cows, I guess.
Awesome. Bo, thank you again for not chatting as much as you normally do. We put a microphone in, so that's the key, gentlemen, here. If you want him not to be chatting all the time like he does on the sideline, just bring a microphone and put that in front of him. Thanks, Bo, for joining me here. I always love having a conversation with you.
Thanks for having us.
You bet. James, talk to me about your football career so far.
I'd say it started playing backyard football with all my neighbors, and then just throughout middle school and high school now.
Tell me, what positions do you play on this team, and which one is your favorite?
I play two-back and then like the will linebacker. Definitely will linebacker is the most fun, I'd say.
Why is that?
I don't know. I just like to pick apart offenses.
Yeah. You do a great job of reading and filling gaps a lot and making some big hits. You don't get all the glory because you are that two-back, so you're usually blocking for the guy next to you. So tell me, what is that like to have Lennon running behind you?
Most of the time, I don't know where he's going to go. Sometimes I don't think he knows where he's going to go.
Lincoln help you create those holes?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely Lincoln or Dylan.
Yeah. Talk to me about what is it like, again, at being a part of this team so far, and in general, being an Oakfield Oak on their football program. It's been very successful.
Yeah, for sure. We have, like Bo said, known each other for, I don't know, forever. So we just have a great bond together, and we kind of just know where we're going to go.
What are your plans after you graduate?
I want to go to University of Dubuque in Iowa and study flight sciences.
So tell me about that. What part of that? Are you looking to be a pilot, or you want to do something in building aircraft?
Yeah, no, I want to be a commercial airline pilot.
So where did that interest come from?
I just like traveling, and I mean, I love to have free travel, obviously. So,
tell me then, what's your favorite class right now that you've taken in your high school career?
Probably any of my math classes or gym classes.
Those are your favorite ones.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about your favorite pregame meal.
Normally, I just don't even eat before games.
I know you said that too, and I thought, oh my goodness, how do you get the energy? Because you're out there flying around on the defensive side. I don't know how you do that without grabbing something to eat. But it definitely shows that everybody's a little bit different. So after then, tell me about your post-game meal. Is there something that'll stop you from eating?
I don't know. Normally, I just eat whatever my mom makes me when I get home.
That sounds awesome that you get a nice home-cooked meal at home. Thanks again, James, for joining me here and having a conversation. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Lennon, talk to me about your career. I have been so impressed watching you at the running back position, and I know you play defense as well, but just talk to me about your mindset on the offensive side.
Well, it's nice following James, Lincoln, Dylan sometimes. They do their job really well. So find an open hole, do what I can to help the team. So
I've also noticed that you're not one that shies away from contact. So if somebody steps into that hole or they decide that they're going to try and tackle you, talk to me about what your mindset is out there. It seems like you punish people.
Yeah, anything to get the extra yard or run through a guy. So, yeah.
So talk to me a little bit about your favorite memory that you have so far about playing football.
Lincoln said it before. Our sophomore year, we went to state semifinals, and I didn't play too much then, but it was cool to go along with everybody. I was on kickoff.
Tell me about playing defense right now. What are your thoughts about playing defense? I mean, you're getting out there, you're running hard, you're working your tail off on the offensive side. So talk to me about your mindset on defense.
So I'm an outside linebacker. If there's a slot guy, I'll usually guard him. And we got a really strong defense. I'm really confident in it. And I feel everybody does their job really well.
So you like hitting your counterpart across the way when he's carrying the ball coming at you?
Yeah.
That really gets you going?
It's pretty fun, yeah.
Tell me about what are your plans after you graduate?
Construction management at Fox Valley Technical College. Then hopefully Michael's in Brownsville. I got a pretty good opportunity there for second semester.
That's awesome. So you got an internship coming up there?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Tell me about your
Shelby gets us the shot down the line. Give it again and let Rawls just
camaraderie
walk in.
that you have here with this group
Lennon
of guys. Just tell
Rawls
me
for
about how
2
special
and a
it is to be
touchdown.
with
And it
all
is
these guys.
already 7 to
James
nothing
said
here
played
for
backyard football.
First throws
growing
pass,
up,
throws
so
it out
yeah,
in the flat
that
for
was-
Rawls.
that was
Rawls
fun,
with some
and then
speed.
I didn't start playing
Stays
football until
in bounds
high
all the
school,
way
my
down the
freshman year, so,
sidelines for a
then, yeah, just
touchdown.
scoring touchdowns
Wow.
and stuff like that with
39-yard
these guys is,
touchdown pass.
Looking
It's
really
right
fun.
down the middle. Lincoln
You guys
Lobs
hang around together
with a chance
outside
to
of class,
rumble into
outside
the
of
end
practice,
zone
and outside
for
of
the
football games?
touchdown.
Yeah, we'll crash at
Lincoln
somebody's house,
Lobs.
watch some
Oh,
college football,
wow.
do
What a
something, watch a
play
movie,
right
hang
there
around. It's pretty
for
Deferred
So
from
what's the one
Williams
thing
Bay.
that you want to tell Coach? That
Shot
you got
down
an
on the
opportunity
field by
right here.
Justin right there.
You
Hand
can
off
tell
right
him
up the
off
middle.
if you
Lennon
want,
Rawls,
but
huge
what else would you like
hole
to tell him?
right up the middle, and he is going to go all the way. Nope, no, he stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, right about the 18-yard.
Looking right down the middle. Lincoln Lobs.
Yeah, exactly.
With a chance
James,
to
same
rumble
thing
into
to you.
the end
Tell me
zone for the
what's
touchdown.
tell me something about Coach. that
Lincoln Lobs.
not everybody
Oh,
knows.
wow.
Or what would you like
What
to tell
a play right there.
Coach? Is he a
For
goofy
the-
guy
oh,
out in the huddles? I mean, is he during timeouts? I mean, it doesn't
Shot
seem
down
like
on
it. He
the
seems
field
like a
by
very
Justin right there.
intense
Hand off right up the
person
middle.
along
Lennon
the
Rawls,
sidelines.
Huge hole
But
right
just
up the middle, and he is going
tell
to
us something
go
we don't know about Coach.
all the way. Nope, no, he
Normally,
stepped
whenever he
out of
comes out to the
bounds.
huddles, he just
Yeah, right about the
tells us to
18-yard
keep
line.
doing what we're doing
10 from the 20.
and do whatever
Oaks
we see.
taking off right off the bat.
we're
Rawls
the
once
ones on the
again
field
right up
and
the
he's not,
middle.
so
Nobody touches
we
him
do whatever we
all
see.
the way into the end zone for
Awesome.
the
That- Bo,
touchdown.
same thing to you. What would
Two
you like
plays,
to share
two
with
runs
Coach?
to Lennon Rawls, and he
Thank
puts
you,
it
I
into the
guess,
back of the
for
end zone.
all the time.
Lincoln?
And it's going to be
I
a
don't know,
sack.
It's just been really cool. I
Lincoln
mean,
lobs in
my
there
brother
on to
played,
help it out. A sack to start the defensive day
like
for the
maybe
Oaks.
a little less than 10
A
years
loss
ago
of-
or so.
It's about 7, it looks
yeah,
like.
I
I was
was
gonna say
the
nearly
ball
8
boy
yards.
for that, so kind of progressing through that.
See the number now.
And then, it's in the weight room, and then till now, it's just been a cool
Yeah, it
opportunity.
looks like
to-
number 17 to me in this
to
instance.
be
Yeah, it
coached
is.
and,
So that's
by
Von de
him, so.
Bogart.
Here's an opportunity also,
And
Lincoln,
there's
to give a
another
shout out. Who'd you like to give a
2-yard
shout
loss
out
by
to?
Justin down on the field.
Well, my parents. I like
Throws
to wish out
out there to
parents.
Bo
They're very
Bile. He
supportive.
turns one into the inside. Puts the
and
big
then,
stiff arm out there, takes off. He's going
my
to try
grandpa,
and
he comes
rumble
to
all
all
the
the
way
games,
into the end zone, carrying the
a lot of
tackler.
games.
And
And,
gets all the way
once in a
down
while
inside.
You can
Maybe
hear
right
Beller
up
on the sidelines. But
yeah, take it
no,
this time.
it's
Harmson
really
coming
cool,
right
and
at Justin. He's got
usually
blockers out front.
He's got a tear
looking,
in his
pushing
eye
down
after
the field. He
every
wants to
game,
stay
and then
in
he
bounds.
manages to
Gets
to
all
spread
the
that,
way
so,
down
so that's pretty cool.
to about
Bo,
the
same thing for you.
35-yard line.
Shout
we'll
out.
see.
Yeah,
Definitely my
he's starting
parents
to
and my
put you
brothers.
before.
It definitely made me tougher.
I think
They
you put
always
this in the
hit
corner
me, I
to Bo
guess.
Bile. Lennon Rawls with good choice as well
James,
to walk his way into
same question.
the end
Yeah,
zone
probably my
for
parents.
his
for
second
sure. They've been
touchdown.
Very
A
supportive.
couple times he was touched
Lennon.
on that one, but he pushed
Just
through,
all my
walked
family
himself
that's always
into a
coming to the
switch
games
up
and
of.
I
supporting me.
think that remember though.
So everybody
Coach, I crossed
talked about
his name out,
family
so he
here,
was
so
not
but I
here,
have one
so I'm
final
not
question.
sure if
Tell
there
me,
was
what is it
something
like
else that
being
took
a
place
part
or an
of
injury,
the
who knows, but
Oakfield
he's not
community,
here.
whether
You
it's
gotta
the
play with what
school
you
or
got.
the community
Pressure
itself?
coming in and a big
Lennon, I'll
sack
start with you.
by the defense. This
Everybody's really
Maybe a
involved
little
and
slippery
everybody
conditions
supports
as
everybody,
Rawls will
so
take it
it's really
up
nice.
through the
A lot of support.
through the defense and into the end zone.
James,
Lennon Rawls,
what
another
are your thoughts
touchdown of
on
the day, his
community
third of the
Oakfield
first
and the
quarter
high school?
to make it
Definitely that
28-0.
everybody, like,
1 minute
knows
left.
each other. Everybody knows everyone on the football field, especially, which is a good thing or a bad thing, whatever way you look at it.
Yeah, well, but if anybody hasn't been to one of your home games, some of the coolest stuff that I get a chance to see is everybody pulls up a lawn chair and they sit along the sidelines there. I was really disappointed when we had to go to North Fond du Lac and had to sit in bleachers. It's so cool. So Bo, what are your thoughts about the community?
I mean, it's a great community, small town. They come out and support, so it's good.
But you still have every opportunity. Do you feel like you've missed anything?
I mean, not really. Definitely going to miss the community, though.
Yeah,
last year,
absolutely. So. But, I mean, being at the small school in Oakfield, you haven't missed a single exciting event.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, but just talk to me again just a little bit about you don't feel like you've missed out on particular classes or you haven't missed out on a homecoming celebration or any of those types of things?
I mean, not really. Our student sections are always good for every game. So I usually go to, like, all the girls' games. May not be, well, it's decent to watch, but
yeah,
not calling them out or anything.
Yeah, but it's fun to be hanging around together. Yeah. Lincoln, that's final question to you is tell me about the community of Oakfield.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Everyone kind of knows each other and stuff. And, I mean, I work for the Village of Oakfield, so once in a while I'm working around town and stuff like that. You get good luck on Friday, and so that's pretty cool. But it's a pretty cool community, and I guess I wouldn't imagine growing up anywhere else. So.
Thank you guys for taking the time. Is there anybody else out there? I know that I've been rambling on here a little bit here. Is there anybody else that would like to ask these gentlemen a question or a question for Coach? Awesome. Thank you very much. Let's see if I can hear it now. Do I have to turn this on first? How about that? Now try. Oh, there we go.
I apologize if this was asked already, but what is your after-game rituals or habits or celebrations?
Lincoln, quick, after game.
Culver's. It's usually pretty good.
Bo?
Yeah, the whole student section, everybody goes to Culver's. So yeah.
That is pretty cool. In Waupun?
Depends.
Depends.
Fond du Lac or Waupun.
Okay, awesome. James?
Go home and sleep.
Well, that's because you didn't eat anything before the game. Lennon? Culver's. Coach, what's your post-game ritual?
Putting in the stats. I got nothing else to do.
Only coaches can really appreciate that. Again, thank you for the question. I really appreciate it. Thank you, gentlemen, for taking the time to spend time with us here on the Player Showcase. Lincoln Lobbs, Bo Bile, James Kautzer, Lennon Rawls, and Coach Rickard here for the Mighty Oaks of Oakfield. We're going to step aside here on the Player Showcase. Let's give them a hand while we transition out and bring up Laconia Spartans. We'll be back after these messages here on Jeff's live streams.
Wisconsin. Schaefer Auto is your go-to destination for quality used vehicles at unbeatable prices. Our mission is to provide dependable cars that fit your budget, and we take pride in offering a wide selection of makes, models, years, and mileage options. If the vehicle you're looking for isn't on our lot, don't worry. Our team is dedicated to finding exactly what you need. Visit Schaefer Auto for your next purchase, where we'll work with you to find a car tailored to meet your needs. Schaefer Auto.
Upgrade your comfort and living space for 2025. Your living room should be a place of comfort and connection. A sectional provides the perfect blend of style and function, giving you plenty of seating for family, friends, and relaxation. For 50 years and counting, Verhang's Furniture has been proudly serving the Waupun area at prices you can afford. Visit us today at 806 West Main Street, Waupun, and experience quality, comfort, and service you can trust. Visit our website at www.verhangsfurniture.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram to stay updated on our latest arrivals, events, and deals. Verhang's Furniture Mart, 50 years strong, quality you trust, prices you'll love.
When you're not watching games on Radio Plus or Jeff's live streams, find the latest scores and top performers from the Flyway Conference by following Flyway Focus on Facebook, Instagram, and X, and stay up to date with the latest conference news every morning with the Flyway Focus Sports Report on YouTube or Spotify.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
Jeff's Live Streams is proud to announce our 2025 football showcase. Join us Wednesday, October 22nd at 6 p.m. at The Rock. If you can't make it in person, we will also be streaming the event live on Jeff's Live Streams on YouTube, and you will be able to watch a recording at any time.
Look good.
Welcome back here to Jeff's live stream as we get ready for the player showcase. So I saw the comments in there, so I'm going to do a little bit of fixing on some of the videos that I have here. So what people out here in the audience don't realize is that I do have highlight videos that from all of the games that we were at. We just pulled some videos out there. And I also have the team logos that I'm trying to fix right here. Joining us up here right now is the Laconia Spartans. And again, if you guys want to talk playoffs, you certainly can, but this really is not about a playoff situation. Well, I want to talk to you guys as young men getting ready to move on with your careers and share a little bit about yourselves personally. So that's what we want to talk about. But before we do that, Coach Ledley, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about, first of all, thanks for taking the time to join us here. Tell me a little bit about your coaching career. How'd you get into this?
Well, first of all, thank you for having us here, and thank you for putting on the program. It's a great thing that you guys do with Jeff's live stream and doing a lot of the games for the high school athletes in our area, and we greatly appreciate it. I know I have family that lives over in Michigan, and they watch the games when you're streaming them. So we appreciate what you're doing for the young people in our community.
Well,
so
thank you. We appreciate it.
Thank you. I got my start way back when. I was a grad assistant at Northern Michigan University. So I started back then and then moved into some high school coaching. I actually had 25 years of Division III college coaching. Most of it was at St. Norbert and UW Oshkosh. And I ended up at Laconia because one of my players, Cody Moon, who is now our athletic director, I had actually retired. I got 25 years in, and I retired from D3, and Cody asked me, he said, will you come over and help me, because he was the head coach at the time. So I said, sure. So I did that for a couple of years, and then he moved into the athletic director position, and they weren't going to allow him to coach anymore, so then I moved from the assistant position to, this is my 4th year as a head coach now.
So tell me about the transfer, the change from college to this.
Big change. Just for me personally, it was a lot of time on the college level. It was good, but I just got to the point where I just didn't want to spend as much time as we were spending with it. We would have practice, and then we would videotape the practice, and then we go back that night, spend 3 hours every night watching that. So I just personally just didn't want to do that. So, but working with the young men is tremendous, whether it's college or high school. I really enjoy that. Hopefully we can give them a couple of life experiences, things they can remember, those kind of things. But I truly enjoy working with the young guys.
So talk to me a little bit about that. That's where I was going. Tell me a little bit more. What is your favorite thing about coaching? And maybe share a little bit of what's special about these gentlemen that you brought here today.
I truly look forward to coming to practice every day. That puts a smile on my face. It's just fun to be around them. For the most part, they're really good guys. They enjoy it. These 4 guys are all seniors. They've been in the program for 4 years. Starters, all conference, all those kind of good things. And I've enjoyed the time with each and every one of them. Hard workers. We can go back and forth a little bit. I tend to be a little bit of a smart aleck from time to time. But it's fun to be around them. I look forward to coming to practice every day and watching them. Hopefully they can get better. We can improve as an individual. We can improve as a team.
Tell me about playing in the flyway. I did not do a lot of following of flyway athletics per se till probably, I don't know, maybe the last 4 or 5 years, and I'll tell you, what a conference.
It is a phenomenal football conference. I will say that in my mind, it's the best Division V high school conference in the state of Wisconsin. I mean, when you look at the Mayvilles, the Springs, the WLAs, the Campbell Sports, Lamira was a state champion last year. I mean, it's just phenomenal. Game after game, week after week, we have to go play, and it's a tremendous conference. I think we have 5 teams in the playoffs right now.
So you've been doing this for 4 years at Laconia. Tell me what's been special about the Laconia community and the school district.
A couple of things. Just very recently, we were trying to, once we found out that we were in a playoff Saturday morning, the logistics of having to travel up to Grantsburg, which is a 5-hour trip, getting a bus, getting food, those kind of things. The people in the community, the school district, have stepped up tremendously. We decided to take a coach bus as opposed to a school bus, and we had an anonymous donor call the other day and pay for that whole thing. So we got that. We've got our youth football program is providing pizzas for the guys after the game. The school district is helping out in a couple other different ways with box lunches and that. So the community involvement, the support that we're receiving is tremendous.
Your student section, I'll just kick it back to the game, Mayville game that we were at. It was not close in the fourth quarter, but your student section was going nuts for almost the entire fourth quarter, even though it was a running clock. And that's on your side of the field, so you got to feel that energy.
No, absolutely. Our students give us great support. That was our homecoming game, and I'm not sure who did the scheduling, but to schedule Mayville for our homecoming.
Cody.
We'll throw him under the bus.
There you go.
But, yeah, the students, just great. They give us a lot of support.
Coach, I want to thank you again for taking the time to join us here. Opportunity right now for you to give a shout-out to anybody or anything that you'd like to give a shout-out here quick.
Again, I will, the assistant coaches that we have, the 4 other guys that work on the staff, they put in hours and hours and hours. I told the guys the other day, they see them for a couple hours when they're at practice, but the time that these guys are putting in before we even get to practice. The parents of these guys, they're getting them back and forth. The support that we have from the administration, Cody, the superintendent, the principal, and the community. So it's just a lot of people to thank.
Yeah. Well, Coach, I want to thank you for all the time that you have taken whenever I called at the last minute to try and get an interview and those types of things. You guys have been fantastic, so I want to thank you, and I wish you all the best as you move forward.
Again, you're welcome, and again, we appreciate the things that you're doing for our high school kids.
Well, let's see if we can get some appreciation here for Jack. Jack, thanks for joining us here. Tell us a little bit about your career in football and getting involved in high school sports.
Yeah, thanks for having me. We all been playing since like 5th grade. I think we started with flag, and we all love doing that. We stuck it out, so that just led us all the way up to high school, and being seniors on varsity, that's just pretty cool that we all stick together with that.
So what is your favorite memory, whether it's middle school or high school? What's been your favorite memory so far in playing football?
There's definitely a lot, but something that sticks out, I guess, is freshman year making playoffs. We won our first playoff game, and that was pretty cool. And the whole school was super excited, and that was just a good memory.
So tell me a little bit about what you're planning to do once you graduate.
Most likely going to go off to school somewhere, probably play football or baseball. Still haven't fully decided yet, but go to school.
Leads into this perfect question. So tell us about again, you're at a smaller school. Tell us about the different activities that you participate in, sports-wise and even outside of sports. What are some of the other things that you participate in?
Yeah, other sports like football or baseball. Did basketball last year. Going to other like sporting events like volleyball games, girls basketball games, stuff like that. It's just being involved with other people and socializing is a good thing.
So tell us, who's the most superstitious person on the team, and what is that superstition?
I don't want to throw him under the bus, but Flynn O'Leary needs always make sure he's got his special underwear on. So that's the one that I can think of.
Well, I don't know what it is with this underwear stuff, because Ben had the same thing. I mean, that just is a little bizarre to me. But
yeah.
So do you think it works?
He thinks it does.
And that's all that matters, is what's ever in his head. Yeah. Tell me, what's your favorite classes that you study at the Laconia?
I like our movies and media class. Me and Graham are in that together. We watch some movies in that, and we write some essays and paragraphs about the movies we watch. So we like that class.
Do you get a chance to watch your football games then?
Sometimes we watch some film, but that's
accidentally, of course, right?
Accidentally,
Because you would not be doing that during class time. Tell me about Your favorite pregame meal?
On Thursdays, the parents will make us or cater something to the high school, and my personal favorite is pulled pork and mac and cheese together. That's just my favorite meal of all time. I love that.
Yeah, who makes the best mac and cheese?
Well, my mom makes the mac and cheese, and,
Right.
and then Owen's dad makes the pulled pork, and that's
okay.
good stuff.
Okay, so that's the
Yeah.
best mac and cheese,
Uh-huh.
and everybody's going to agree with you?
I think so.
Okay, it looks like they're nodding their heads, so that's pretty good.
Yep.
Thanks again for taking the time to have a conversation with me, Jack. I
Yeah.
really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Drake.
How are we doing?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Good.
Yeah? Tell me a little bit about tell us about yourself. Tell us how you got started in football, and tell us how things, offensive, defensive, what positions you play.
I play quarterback. They don't let me play defense, sadly.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that strange? My son was a quarterback for a little while, and they didn't let him do that either. But talk to me a little bit about how'd you get started, and what's your favorite thing about playing the sport of football?
I got started back in like 5th grade. My dad, a couple of Owen's dads coached us, and I just loved the game of football since, and just kept playing. And that's about it.
How did you get to be the quarterback? I mean, that's
First day of practice freshman year, starting quarterback wasn't there, so coach put me in right away.
I love the talent that you had right there, so that's absolutely amazing. Talk to me a little bit about some of the other sports that you play.
I played baseball. We had a pretty good season. Came to a end over wherever we played.
Cedar Grove, Belgium.
Cedar Grove, Belgium.
Yeah, you guys had an awesome baseball season, and a lot of guys back. So
Yeah, should be good this upcoming spring.
Yeah, so any other activities and stuff that you do at Laconia?
That's the only sport I play. Otherwise, going to volleyball games, other basketball games.
One of the things I do notice quite a bit is the student sections support each other constantly. Talk to me a little bit about that feeling, that community, that school, that pride and that support that you feel as a player, and that you feel that you need to give back.
Yeah, before we were talking about, you guys were talking about the Mayville game, even though we were down by, I don't know, too many points. The student section was still chanting, and just loved to see them there. And then when we had a basketball run for the girls, we were there chanting them on, and student section from last year's seniors really just brought it out to everyone's got to the game and support them and cheer on.
Yeah, tell them about the volleyball game between Mayville and Laconia.
The volleyball game was I lost my voice. It
was maybe that's probably you had difficulty calling the plays because you had lost your voice.
Yeah.
So tell me about what is your favorite pregame meal?
Well, on Thursdays, obviously mac and cheese and pulled pork, but before the game, usually I don't eat. I just don't.
Stomach does flip-flops, too nervous
to
put something in there. Okay. Tell me, what is your favorite area to study? What is your favorite classes to take at Laconia?
Either farm to fork or shop class. I like farm to fork. You get to get some snacks every once in a
Oh,
while.
that sounds like a great class. What do you want to do once you graduate from high school?
Something in construction or take over my dad's concrete company, along the lines of that.
Something along the hands-on stuff that you enjoy doing. Tell me a little bit about what does it mean to be a part of this team. You're the quarterback, so tell me about what it means to be part of this with these guys.
Yeah, the guys look up to me, like the sophomores and freshmen. I got to be a good role model for them and, be the leader out there, telling the plays. Can't be having slouching or being going down. Got to keep your head up at all times so the team just keeps going, even if we're down by a lot or if we're up by a lot.
What's your favorite play?
Probably just 9. Just throw it up.
Just throw it up and see who gets
off. Or against Lamira when I caught the ball from Jack. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, that was a decent play as well.
Or the play that Drake ran for a touchdown that was blown up immediately.
When Graham tripped on the last week. Graham tripped, and then I just started running and made something happen out of nothing.
You're pretty good at doing that. You're scrambling in the back there and making something happen out of that. And it definitely shows your athletic ability out there. What is the toughest part about playing quarterback?
Making sure you remember all the plays, and if someone's got a question, know where they got to go just in case they forget, and then making sure you ain't going to get sacked and make sure you get the ball to the right guy that's open at the same time.
A lot of decision making that you have to do out there, and you do a fantastic job. So thanks for joining us here. Owen.
Hello there.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Talk to me a little bit about what's your position on the team.
I had played offensive line. I was right guard and right tackle the last 2 years. But this year I'm coming off a knee surgery, so I'm only playing on the defensive side of the ball. And I've been nose, just head up on the center.
Linemen just don't get the glory that they deserve. So tell me a little bit about what is it like battling in the trenches there, especially on the defensive side of the ball.
It's incredible. I love defense so much because it's like the most physical place to be right there. Nose, you got to just run straight forward, try to get to the ball. As a nose, especially in a three-man front, you don't really have to read anybody. Kind of just go forward and hit the guy closest to you and try to find the ball. So it's just a lot of fun.
What's your favorite memory so far this year? I know, like you said, you're coming off an injury, but tell us a little bit about what's been your favorite memory so far.
Playing North Fond du Lac, it was not only a game that we managed to win, but a game that I felt really good on. And my knees haven't really held up for most of the games, but I felt really good that night. So I was just having a blast out there. Me and Flynn were just running through those gaps and getting sacks and tackles. It was just a lot of fun.
Are you ever out there giggling underneath your breath when you mess up the pulling the guards or something like that, or knock the center backwards and it messes up their entire play?
I'm never giggling, but I'm always smiling out there. I'm having a good time.
And that's amazing that you're just having a great time out there battling on the line. Tell me about your career. How'd you get started, and why the line?
So I've always been huge.
So that means that you should be the fullback.
Fifth grade, it was literally all of my best friends on that line, and it was so much fun playing flag football because we just would make the most random plays up with our line. Like we had a wall of China play where we all moved our line. Like we moved the line scrimmage with us just straight forward. It was awesome. And then I just kind of stayed with it, and I've always been like the strongest within a group, and I've stayed in the gym consistently for the past few years, so I've just been constantly getting stronger to stay on the line. And I'm also I don't have the most ball knowledge in any sport that I play, so being a lineman and not really having to think much is great.
Tell me about your favorite pregame meal.
Thursday is, again, with this pulled pork and mac and cheese. My dad's pulled pork is the best pulled pork I think I've ever had. And then Jenny Wren's making that mac and cheese is incredible. But usually right before the games, I'll usually have something small, like I'll have a Rice Krispie we have in the locker room or something, but usually nothing too big.
Has Dad given you the secrets of how to make this fantastic pulled pork?
He has not, but I have helped him make a couple of his smoked meat dishes.
It sounds like you probably should see if you give you an opportunity to get the recipe, do some practice, and bring it to one of Jeff's live streaming events so that we can share that out there. That sounds like a good thing. Anything that we can do to help you practice and get better at your craft. What do you want to do when you graduate?
I'm going into the electrical engineering field. I'm going to start with 2 years at Madison Area Technical College and then transfer over to UW Platteville to just finish it out. And then at the end of that, they give you a couple options on where you want to go, like what corporation or whatever you want to go into. So I'll just kind of weigh my options when I get there.
How come electrical engineering? Where'd that come about?
It's always been a big interest in mine. Back when my dad was redoing our basement, he kind of taught me how to work with wires and stuff, and I always thought it was just fascinating. And also machines have always been really cool to me. And also math and science, like my strongest things ever. I really enjoy how math and science just work out. They're my strongest just levels of intelligence.
Awesome. Tell me about any other activities, other sports that you play at Laconia.
I played basketball last 2 years, although this year I won't be, just so I can fully recover with my knee.
Yep.
And then I've been doing track and field for the last 4 years. And last year I was actually conference champ for shot put, and I'm only a foot away from our school record right now.
That is awesome. Tell me, what does it mean to you to be able to participate in so many different activities?
It's amazing. I love it so much. It's just so much fun being out there with my friends in the student sections and stuff. And just kind of seeing each other be happy out there. It's just a lot of fun.
I always seeing your smile is fantastic. So thanks for sharing your smile here on our showcase today. We really appreciate you taking the time.
For sure.
Yeah. Graham,
Hi.
Last but not least,
Yep.
talk to me about what's your positions on the football team, and how did you get those?
I played wide receiver and defensive back. This all started probably freshman year. Well, freshman year I played running back, but I kind of got switched to that junior, senior year. I found out I had pretty decent hands, so switched to that. And then defensive back, I kind of played that all throughout high school, so yeah.
What's your favorite route to run?
Favorite route? I'd probably say either a quick slant or a 9-ball. Get Drake to throw me the rock.
Just run down the field and let him throw it to you.
Mm-hmm.
How many times has that worked?
A few times. 1, 2.
Is that one of your favorite plays to call?
It's one of Drake's.
Tell us a little bit about how'd you get started?
I know 5th grade. These guys all said that they played flag football. I played with them, but all throughout middle school, I didn't play football, so I kind of picked that up back in high school, freshman year, and then kind of just stuck with me through high school.
Which would you prefer to do, receiver or D-back?
It's really tough. I mean, nothing better than catching a ball and breaking loose for a touchdown, but there's also nothing better than making a great tackle or picking the
rock
off.
and
Yeah.
heading back the other direction to let the quarterback know that he underthrew you, right?
Yep, hard to choose.
Talk to me also about some of the other activities that you participate in.
During the winter, I wrestle, but other than that, I don't really do a whole lot. Wrestling's probably my main sport. I was conference champion that last year, and then I made it to state. So that's
how did that
cool.
help you be a football player?
A lot of the stuff with tackling, wrapping up really well, and then bringing the guy down is probably the main part, and then strong grip strength, obviously, catching the ball, bringing the ball in.
Wrestling was my number one sport, and
Yeah.
I was also head coached for numerous years, and I always would tell everybody that if I can take you on without pads, imagine what I'm going to do when I put pads on.
Yep.
So tell me a little bit about your mindset there, again, as the D-back.
Yeah.
The smile when you get a chance to light somebody up.
I mean, it's special. I mean, getting the opportunity to tackle someone, pick the quarterback off, nothing better than that, honestly.
Tell me, what is it like to play with these guys? I mean, you guys have been together forever. You know each other. So what is it like to be on this team?
It's awesome playing with some friends that'll always have your back for you. On the field or off, they're always going to be there for you no matter what. So it's great.
So what is your favorite non-football activity to do with these guys?
I mean, I know a few buddies back at school. We go golfing a good amount. Yeah. Not so great at that, but it's fun. It's fun.
Awesome. Jack, I'm going to kick it back down to you. First thing, anything that you'd like to share about Coach that's been something funny that has happened with his coaching, or something that you want to just share about Coach?
So it's just there for us. Sometimes, or we always have our ups and downs. Never quits on us. Always positive, encouraging. If we need just a reminder, he'll snap us into shape. But like any coach should. But thankful for the coaching staff we have and Coach Ledley for putting in all the time that he has given us.
Drake, same question to you, but I want to say, have you ever had him come in with a play and say, man, that is the worst play, we're not running it?
Oh, yeah.
You've done that before? A lot.
Last week, Mr. Graham over here didn't hear the play call, and he's like, what just happened? I'm like, well, Graham didn't hear me or something. He's like, we ain't running that again.
Anything else you'd like to share? I mean, obviously, you've coach and a quarterback usually have a pretty tight bond.
Yeah, no, Coach is great. Always helping me if I throw a pick, once in a while, or whatever happens, keeping us up. Makes a long drive every day to practice. Love seeing him. Once in a while, bickers at me, but we're good.
Owen, same to you. Anything you'd like to share about Coach, or any funny moments that you can remember that Coach was a little bit heated in the huddle and he's screaming and spitting all over, and you guys actually are just laughing?
Coach is just he's such like an upbeat guy at times, and he's just really fun to be around. I think my favorite times is when we have this one drill where we have to strip the ball and then we have to go retrieve it, And we always do it with us, our linemen in the group. So none of us would ever go and grab that ball and get hustling. So he's always in such a better move when it's our group because we're all so slow when we're running the ball back.
Graham, to you.
I'm going to give a shout-out to Coach Stigler here. We were running some wide receiver drills in the end zone. I caught a slant, and he must have been in the wrong spot, wrong time. I kind of planted him on his butt there.
And, of course, you apologized, but then
yeah.
turned around and was laughing really hard.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Graham, final question to you. To your younger self or to a young man who's out here watching the highlights, watching you on this show, what can you say? Or what would you want to share?
I'd probably just say keep putting in the work. You know, someone might not be watching, but it'll show when the time is right.
Owen, same question to you.
If I were to tell my younger self, I'll just tell him to stay consistent in the gym. It's helped me a lot now, but there were times where I'd take some time off just to recover, just to rest when I didn't need it that badly. And I think I could have been even stronger, bigger now if I would have just stayed more consistent.
Drake.
I'd say the same thing, get in the gym. If I was a freshman from now where I am right now, I'd say work out more, even though I was working, just work out more. And if things go bad, just keep going, don't give up.
Jack.
Always have confidence in yourself. Believe that you can be the best if you work hard enough. Just have that mentality that you can do it.
Great advice all across the board, gentlemen. Again, I want to thank you for taking the time for joining us here on the showcase. I know I've been dragging things a little bit longer, but anytime that I get a chance to let you guys speak and share your stories, I think that's incredible. So, Coach, thank you also for taking the time to be here. Let's give a hand here to the Laconia Spartans for taking the time up here to share. And we'll step aside here, and we will bring up the Mayville Cardinals to have a conversation with us here. You're listening to Jeff Sauer along with Dominic, Justin, and the doctor, Cameron Hatcher, here on Jeff's live stream. We'll be back.
Reliable roofing contractor? Witt Services has got you covered. With 5 years of experience, they specialize in everything from roof repairs to full replacements. Their team is dedicated to quality workmanship and customer satisfaction. Plus, they offer free estimates, so you know exactly what to expect. Whether it's a leaky roof or a complete overhaul, Witt Services is the go-to choice for all roofing needs. Don't wait. Reach out today.
Planning to build? Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your visions to reality. You need Pinot. After all, we've been doing it for over 45 years. To start your next project, go to www.rapinno.com and you'll learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot, build better for future generations.
For 50 years and counting, Verhaeg's Furniture has been proudly serving Waupun the best furniture and mattresses at prices you can afford. And we're honored to be voted best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area. Stop in and check out our mattress selections. We have all kinds from traditional spring to memory foam. It is our mission to help get a great night of sleep night after night. Visit us at 806 West Main Street, Waupun, and experience quality, comfort, and service you should trust. Visit our website at www.verhaegsfurniture.com. Verhaeg's Furniture, Marf. 50 years strong, quality you trust, and prices you'll love. Verhaeg Furniture.
Rediscover the hometown lumberyard experience in your own backyard. Hi, this is Dave, third generation of the family-owned and operated Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lamira. I welcome you to experience what the hometown lumberyard has to offer. Better products, better advice, better service. From one O-ring to all the building materials to build a house, we have the products to get the job done. Hardware, plumbing, electrical, paint, lawn and garden, automotive, bird, and so much more. Come experience what your hometown lumberyard has to offer. Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lamira, where the tracks cross Main or online at lidkelumber.com.
Welcome back here to Jeff's live stream in cooperation with Justin. Thank you for jumping on here. I have not had the privilege of seeing Mayville play except for when you guys played against Laconia, because one of the things that we've done here at Jeff's live stream is we really have we've added you guys to our list, so we cover you quite a bit. So
We appreciate it. Thank
yeah, you bet. And we have truly enjoyed it here. So we're spread thin, but that means that a lot of us have seen specific teams play multiple times, and Justin is that person. So I'm going to let Justin take it over, especially when he starts talking to the players here. But, Coach, I want to talk with you first.
Sure.
Share a little bit about your story. Tell us how you got into the coaching and just a little bit about this team that you have.
Well, I pretty much got into coaching at birth. I'm born to a football family and grew up with it, and always knew I really wanted to be a part of it. And it was never force-fed to me. It just fit. Had the opportunity to actually stay home and be able to coach my father, and thought it'd be best if I went and blazed my own trail. So I did that. Kind of went around the state a little bit, and my first stop was in Nakusa. And I owe a lot of gratitude to the people of Nakusa for their patience, because went there realizing I don't know as much as I thought I did, and it took some time. Fortunate to meet some wonderful people, have some great friends up there, and went to Columbus for a 4-year stint, got to coach with my nephew and my brother, coached for my nephew with my brother, which was great. Took a little break just to be a dad, and that's when the world opened up to me and I could go anywhere I wanted after that, and made it back home.
Talk to me about obviously you grew up in the Mayville area, so talk to me a little bit about what's so special about the community and the school.
You know, it's just, when I went there, it was just the support of the town and the, and the school with the things that you do, and they like to celebrate your success and just support you in everything that you do. It's just a wonderful place to be, and everywhere I've ever went, I've always compared it to Mayville, and nothing's ever really compared. It only made sense to come back.
You have been a part of, like you said, this program forever. What has made this program so special in your eyes?
Well, community is a big part of it, like we said, but you have to adopt an ideal, and that is that you're a reflection of your community, and that we're blue-collar type people. We got tough kids. We got kids that come from farms. We got kids that know how to work hard with their hands, and with that mentality, we take that on the football field. And our mindset is always to be grinders, be hard workers, and make sure that we're the toughest team on the field.
Well, you play in one of the toughest conferences, I think. Tell me a little bit about playing in the Flyway.
It is. Obviously the class of the conference has always been Springs, and they've kind of set the standard, and all the teams trying to rise up to that. We find our own success. We've had a couple stints at state. You saw Lemire last year win it. That's not a coincidence. That's just trying to keep at the top, and when we do that, we all excel.
Justin, anything you want to add in here and talk to Coach about?
Coach, now 4 of 5. You've been involved in the conference championships in the last year, whether it was a share in the last 4 or 5 years. What can you attest to that, with the group of guys, or overall what you've had from everybody?
We always talk about, success isn't a coincidence. It's 80% of what you accomplish in a football season accomplished in the off season. And, working hard in the weight room, going out for other sports, being good people, that matters, because when you're able to do that, not only are you physically prepared, you're mentally prepared as well. And, one thing that's consistent with all good teams is if you have great leaders. And I can definitely say we've had that in all those years.
Talk to me about your assistant coaches. I haven't had a chance to even have much of a conversation, but just talk to me about your staff.
Well, it's pretty cool, because we got people coming back from Mayville. We go back to in the 90s when we played. We had some state success back then. Got some guys coming back. Kevin Knoll, who has coached with my father, back at the turn of the century. He came back here with Tom Nennig, and he stuck around. Kevin and I played together in high school. Danny Decker, he and I are classmates. Matt Geschke is coming over. He volunteered, and he was on the 94 state team. Jeremy Schroffnauer from a couple years ago, he's taking a break to watch his kid right now. But, we're bringing, and I don't want to start name dropping too much here because I'm going to forget, and I'm going to feel really bad about it.
Yeah.
But able to draw from people that coached with Tom that stuck around, and also just finding new people that just love to be around it. You know, a lot of them are, you know, they are parents or were parents. They just love being around the program, being part of it, and we love having them. And they know what the culture that we, you know, they understand our culture. So yeah. They're good matches.
Anything else, Jeff?
No.
Coach, obviously I've had a couple coaches that I've dealt with this year, mainly between you and Lamira, but I haven't met many guys that are as well versed around this stuff as you have. Obviously, I would gather that a lot comes from your dad, who was a Mayville legend. Is
Talking
what
about
they
coaching
say.
or talking?
Just both, a little bit of both. I'd say a little bit of both when it comes to just interviews and talking just in general about football. You think that he, you know, for success-wise for you in terms of football, you think he played a huge role?
Oh, I mean, my goodness gracious, absolutely. I mean, I forgot more than I've ever learned from my dad with football, and you know, learning it and then being able to apply it. Those are two different things. You know, it's like math, right? So I had to apply it, learn how to apply it the hard way. You know, it was quite a grind up in Nakusa for a couple of years, learning that, and I did not have him with me, you know, to do that, which was probably a good thing. But the base of not just football, but what it takes to be a successful team, I learned all that from him.
What's so special about this team, Coach? And just tell us about this group of boys and this team that you have this year.
Well, I think what makes them special isn't necessarily what makes them different. It what makes them like previous teams. Obviously, they're hard workers. They love to be together. They like to hang out, which is fantastic. They're great leaders. They're kind to each other. You know, they're good people, which is the most important thing. But at the same time, you know, they know how to they know how to have a good time. They know how to bring the comic relief. You know, you can coach them hard, but at the same time, you know, you can laugh hard with them too, and that's really important.
Yeah.
Because ultimately, this is a game, and it's a lot of hard work, but we got to know how to have some fun.
Coach, I want to thank you for joining us. Obviously, it's been a great time overall this year. I'll be with you guys this Friday once again, starting your playoff season.
Happy to have you.
But for me this year, I've covered a lot of teams. It's been very fun to watch this Mayville team and talk about the trenches, the offensive and defensive line. We talk about it every time we have an interview and how great they have been for you guys this year.
Yeah, I mean that's how you win. That's how you win ball games. That's the easy way to win ball games. You know, is when you got the balls. You know, that are a little bigger and stronger and tougher than the other ones. They're also really well coached, and I got to give a lot of credit, Coach Mack on the defensive line and Coach Knoll on the offensive line. You know, you talk about my father, and I think about his ability to see everything all at once. And Coach Knox has that. And a lot of times we run things in practice. And Coach Knox is Kevin Knoll, who I mentioned earlier. He sees things before I do. And so when you got kids they're tough, they're smart, super smart, they're dependable, and then they're coached well and they know where they're going and what they got to do with it. These guys understand our offensive line and, quite frankly, our whole team. They don't only understand where they're going, they understand why they're going there. And when they have that deep, ingrained knowledge of your system and why it works, then, you know, the sky's the limit.
Jeff, you got anything else?
No, I'll ask Coach another question towards the end, but let's get some conversation going on here with the players.
Start with Owen on the end. Owen, you guys this season, another undefeated season. You went 9-0 this year, obviously. What was your favorite memory so far from this year?
It'd definitely be St. Mary Springs. Beat them 35-0 at their homecoming on their home turf. And it's just like, wow, it's very incredible to beat a good team like them.
For you guys, in that game, I do remember that you ran the ball like, I think it was 52 times if I remember to talk to Jordan the right way. 52 running plays. They know what's coming. How for you guys is that, in your mindset as an offensive lineman and defensive lineman, how does that help you? You know what's coming. You know what you got to do. It's just best on best at that point.
Yeah, it's who wants it more, who wants to play the big ball, and who wants to do it the best. And our offense line's great. We come together as a family, and we play as brothers, and we never give up. If somebody messes up once, we don't harsh on them. We pick them up and tell them keep going. We got a lot of stuff to do through the whole game, and can't look back if somebody makes a mistake.
I'm looking at your favorite pregame meal here, and I don't know if I agree with that, but what is it?
It's definitely chocolate milk with cookie dough and mini tacos.
The breakfast, the meal of champions, the old cookie dough.
Yep.
You can shrug your shoulders, Coach.
Yeah. So do you bring in, is it the Pillsbury cookie dough, or what is the cookie dough?
Just normal cookie dough at the Quick Trip. I don't even know what brand it is. Just
that's quality. I feel like that's extremely healthy.
Oh, very.
For you, any funny stories of football so far this season that you got from the guys?
Not really. No, not anything off the top of my head right now.
You got no comedians over there in Mayville?
Oh, Coach just said you guys keep it lighthearted, so there's got to be somebody who in the huddle is constantly cracking jokes instead of listening to the plays.
Probably Tate Drakewine. He's usually out there making fun of people or cracking some random jokes and lightens everybody up and have fun.
Oh, and weirdest superstition on the team?
Would definitely probably be me with my Mountain Dew underwear. Everybody cracks up every time they see them.
Another underwear story. What is it with these guys?
It's not an unusual thing, Jeff.
Oh, okay.
When you kept mentioning it, I was like, it's just not unusual.
Okay.
Oh, and what's your plans after high school?
Not for sure yet. I sort of want to go play college football, or if I don't have like really that much interest in doing that, I'll probably go in construction field right after high school and start working.
Thanks. Thank you for joining us, Owen.
Thank you for having me.
A little bit. Emerson, stepping in as a senior, had not really played the quarterback role a ton, obviously, and you had Ryan Clark in there last year. For you, what was your mindset going into this year?
Well, I've been playing quarterback all 4 years and I got a lot of experience, just not on the varsity level, and I'm just do what I do. I'm here for a reason.
For you guys, you run the wing tee, and I Coach probably doesn't agree with me on this, but I've said multiple times I think you run it to perfection in terms of handoffs, ball fakes, being able to just make sure the ball's hidden very well. I saw you do it on Friday night against Lemire. You hit the ball on your back hip. You just pulled it out of Landon's hands at the last possible second. What can you attribute to that?
Well, I owe it to them. They're the one faking the ball, and I just pull it out, and they make it easier for me. So.
Do you make any of the audible calls up at the line? Do you get a chance to see the defense, and do you make audible calls?
Not really. It's just not changing the play, but just maybe where it's going.
Blocking, stuff like that.
Yeah,
you guys have the opportunity to do that.
Yeah, the offensive line, we had talked about that before, Coach, about the offensive line does all kinds of audibling and stuff like that, but when the play is called, you decide that you're going to stick with it. Is there ever a time when you've said, Coach has lost his mind, I don't know why he's calling this play?
Maybe, but I just got to stick with it.
Good answer.
What for this year, what's your favorite memory so far?
I'd probably say going to WA and beating them. That was a good game, I thought. Maybe not the best game we played, but it was good to beat them.
Other sports you play?
Play basketball and track.
For Mayville as a community, obviously we know every Flyway school, in my opinion, is such a tight-knit community. The fans are always there. But overall community in Mayville, community support, what do you think overall for you guys? How does it make you guys feel on a Friday night when the stands are packed every time?
Oh, it feels good to have the community on your back, and it's always good to have that support and loud fans and all that.
What are your plans after high school?
Planning on a 4-year college. Not exactly sure where yet, but.
What's your favorite subject in school?
Probably shop class.
I feel like Owen said that too.
Tell me a little bit about the camaraderie that you have on this team. Again, I haven't had the opportunity to really have conversations with you guys or watch you out there, but the one game that I did see is it definitely looks like you're a really cohesive group. Just talk to us about your feelings about that.
Well, yeah, we all stick together, even though if we're out, like Owen said, if one of us isn't doing too well, we bring them up and just next play mentality.
How about outside of football?
Well, we're all friends outside of football. No one hates each other outside of football, and we're all brothers.
What's the favorite activity that you guys do outside of football?
We have cookouts every Wednesday, eat food.
Has Justin been invited to that?
Should be.
I haven't been invited to that either. So, is there one? We interrupted it today, huh?
Oh, they're watching.
Oh, okay. That's good to hear.
I did, Coach, I've told you about this, so get your opinions on this, guys. I've told Coach Dan Decker, and family friends with Dan, that you guys make it to level 3 of the playoffs, I will shave a cul-de-sac in his head on a live stream. Because, he's already losing his hair anyways, and I hope he's listening at home because he's going to be really mad at me for saying this. You guys agree with that?
Yes. Sounds like a great idea.
He told me last week, he said he's okay with it. He's come to the point at this point. He's
pretty much there.
It's there already, I know. I told him, I said, just own it at this point. Thank you for joining us, Emerson. We'll get back to you. A couple questions a little bit. Landon, first of all, congratulations on becoming a 1,000-yard rusher.
Thank you.
The only one in the Flyway Conference this year, after a couple of them last year. But what does that moment mean for you and the community of Mayville?
It's a great achievement. It kind of shows off our line. It's great running behind them. I have to give them props for it too. I wouldn't have been able to do it without them. I'm untouched for 5 yards every other play, and it makes my job really easy.
Not just you in a rushing attack. You have realistically 4 other options to hand the ball to. What does that mean? It's open up more space for you.
We have so many running backs that can do or be dangerous with the ball. It opens everything up for everyone. We'll run me up the middle a few times, and then it'll open up for Joe on the outside, or open up for Tanner on the outside, and then we'll just keep on countering off of each other, and it really excels our offense and makes us so much better.
What's your favorite play to run?
Trap, 32 buck trap, right up the middle.
Nice big hole and.
Oh yeah, it's blocked perfectly every time.
For I wouldn't say. For 5'10", 180, it says in the program. I think that's about as generous as what it said when I was playing. You got to be one of the most physical runners that I've ever seen at your size. Where's that come from?
Well, I've been behind Blake, obviously, and Sawyer last year, and they ran with such intensity. And it's nice to show that even with me being 5'9", I can also run physical. 5'9.5", correct. With helmet.
Fine, it's legit.
With the helmet, 5'10".
There you go.
There it is. It's nice to just show that in some cases size doesn't matter, and I can still impose my strength, and I can use my body to power myself forward for an extra 2 or 3 yards every time.
Do you play any defense? I'm asking.
I play middle linebacker.
So which is your preference? Do you want to be the guy hitting, or do you want to be the guy hitting while you're running?
Definitely running back.
You just want to be the running back there.
Yeah.
What's so much more enjoyable about being the running back?
It's just a lot more fun. It's a lot more fun to read blocks, and then I'm the one delivering the hits, and I'm not exactly getting hit as much.
Have you ever been running down the field and just started laughing after juking one of the safeties out?
Not really. I'm usually mostly focused on not trying to get caught.
Or fall down.
Or fall down. A trip on Friday when he stumbled over his own 2 feet on a Friday.
Is that the only way they take you down? Is if you
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's funny you say the offensive side of the football because defensively, obviously, we talk about the defensive line all the time from Mabel, but you do a great job finding gaps and finding holes. I don't see many games that you guys give up relatively even positive yards, let alone over 100 yards.
Yeah. It's great. Our line makes it really easy for us linebackers. Me and Weston, we fill the gaps really well, but our line makes those gaps, and I don't know. Our line makes a stop in the backfield a lot of the times, and it makes it really easy for us. But the occasion that they make it through there, me and Weston are always there to clean it up, and our defense really works at a whole because if me and Weston miss a tackle, then Emerson's back there, Brady Zitlow's back there, Joe Promsberger back there.
What advice would you give to younger Mayville athletes, whether it's a football player or anything?
Just to not stop working. Don't get comfortable with where you are. You can always get better. Or as Coach would say, don't get complacent. It's a great mindset. If you always think you can improve, you will continue to improve, and that'll show later in life.
Jeff, you got anything else?
No, I was just going to ask the same question all the way down the line. So, Emerson, same thing to you. Tell me a little bit about your younger self, or you got some young men who are out there, or young boys who are watching this show and getting a chance to see some of the highlights that we put together for you. Tell us, what would you share?
Probably just say trust the process, keep doing what you're doing, just go out there and be an athlete.
Same thing down in the end, Owen. What would you share?
Probably work hard and never give up, no matter what the times show you or anything like that, and keep your head held high and stay strong.
Coming back this way, Owen, then, and Justin, I'm sorry if I steal your question. Who'd you like to give a shout-out to? I mean, obviously, the success doesn't come on your own. Who'd you like to give a couple of shout-outs to?
I'll give a shout-out to my parents and Braxton Weiss, best student in the student section, most supportive.
Awesome. That's good to hear. Emerson, same question to
Probably
you.
shout out my lawn snapper, Weston Teeters.
I like that. Landon.
Shout out to all my family members, and then also a shout out to Dakota. He just picked up a camera this year, and he's been taking pictures for us all year, and it's been great.
I don't got anything else. Jeff, do you?
I don't really have another specific question to ask you guys, but is there anybody that has a question out there in the audience that they would like to ask? Absolutely. Fantastic.
Sure. I got two. So the first one, what is your favorite or what's your ideal game day weather to play in? Do you like it snowy and 29 degrees, or do you like it hot with 70 and a little windy?
That's a great question. Owen, you go first in the trenches.
I'll take this one. A little rainy, warmer weather, warmer, cooler weather, not super hot, not super cold, and I like the little mist rain weather.
Yeah. Emerson, to you too?
Yeah, I'd probably say just a little chilly, cloudy, not too sunny or something like that, and not too windy.
Yeah, like around 60 degrees. A little rain doesn't hurt anyone. It's like 2 Fridays ago, it was a really nice night for football. It's 60 degrees out, calm outside. It's a beautiful night.
So Friday night lights or Saturday afternoon?
Friday night lights.
Everybody? Emerson?
Definitely
Same thing?
Friday
Friday
night,
night. I absolutely agree. Question number 2.
Any unique pregame drinks?
Definitely my chocolate milk.
Yeah.
I just drink Gatorade before games.
I'll usually get a Pedialyte or something.
Awesome. Okay. Anything else that anybody else would like to ask? Great job with the questions there. Gentlemen, I want to thank you again for taking the time here. Final question is there anything that you would like to share about Coach or say to Coach here to wrap things up?
You know, all the time he makes us keep our heads held high, and even if we're up by a lot, he keeps our heads straight so we don't get too confident that we already have the game won, and we just keep playing the best that we can.
Emerson.
I'm just grateful to be coached by him, and I love his mentality towards the sport and towards athletics.
Landon?
It's really nice to have someone who just continues to push us as a whole. Without him, I don't think we'd be where we are now. He pushes us every morning in our lifting class to lift and get better, and it's great to have that surrounding support.
Coach, I'm going to give you final word here. What do you hope that these young men take from the opportunity to have been coached by you, or the opportunity to play Mayville football?
I mean, just, the word that we always use a lot is gratitude. Just understand that you can't accomplish anything by yourself in this world. And you got to have gratitude for your opportunities and for the people that help you along that way. Landon's talking about defense, and you're just one part of a machine, and that's pretty much all your success is attributed to everyone that's behind you. So that's ultimately, there's so many lessons learned in football. That's why I coach it. But that's one thing you always got to really understand. No one can stand on their own feet in this world. Whether you have your God or your family or your friends, you need it in order to be successful.
Awesome, Coach. We'll wrap things up right there. Thanks again, gentlemen, for spending the time with us. I know that I had you guys going last just because I wanted to make sure you had an opportunity to share as much as possible, because we know something special is cooking in the Mayville community right now, and we're hoping that we can be a special part of it as well. So thanks again for taking the time for joining us here.
Thank
Justin.
you for having us.
Thanks for leading the questions here, Justin. What we'll do is we're going to step aside here, and then we're going to wrap things up here on our player showcase. Once again, let's give a hand to the Mayville Cardinals for a fantastic job that they did today. We'll step aside, and we'll be back. You're listening to Jeff Sauer along with Justin and the doctor. It's under conference tourney for the ads, and Dominic. We'll be back.
Oh, y'all. Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Fall is a time for a whole home duct and dryer vent clean. Here's what I mean. Things off kilter, might need a new furnace cleaning and a filter. Dust and dander? We'll take a gander. We are your home for the Coleman Equipment brand. Call 920-763-2301 or log on to allphasecomforts.com, providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
Hey, it's Bucky. Give us a call, and we'll clean your ducky.
At the Pioneer Keg, great food meets a fun atmosphere. Dive into their full menu featuring award-winning cheese curds and our homemade pizzas that are simply irresistible. Try the famous Brewmaster Challenge, where the food takes center stage. And if it's Friday, get ready for our amazing Friday fish fry. Check out our relaxed atmosphere, hang with friends, where everyone has a good time. Come thirsty, come hungry, and leave happy. The Pioneer Keg, 122 South Milwaukee Street, Theresa, Wisconsin.
Coal Oil and Propane is committed to establishing and upholding lasting relationships with our respected customers. We pledge to provide exceptional and reliable service, exceeding your expectations, and are dedicated to continuous improvement, embracing and driving change to better serve you. Whether you need service for residential, commercial, or agricultural, Coal Oil and Propane has you covered. Our goals are simple: great products, competitive pricing, and reliable service. Contact Coal Oil and Propane for all your fuel and lubricant needs. Trust Coal Oil and Propane.
Municipal well.
Welcome back here to The Rock. Again, thank you so much to Caleb for allowing us to use the facility. Thank you to everybody who came here and was able to grab something to eat. I hope that you enjoyed our showcase here. We love talking football, but we also love the opportunity that we get a chance to help these young men work on their communication skills and give them an opportunity to share all of their thoughts. We're going to start down here. Dominic, this is your first time doing something like this. Tell us what your thoughts were and how things went.
Yeah, it was great to see the athletes kind of show their personality a bit and hear about the in-betweens that happen in between the practices and the off season, and just kind of knowing their players and how their teams run and all that kind of personal side that we don't ever get to see just calling a game. So it was really cool to see the questions and have this opportunity just for the community and for the players to get a chance to share who they are as a person and talk about their team.
Justin, you've done several of these. You had a chance to cover multiple teams. Give us your quick rundown of all the teams that you've covered so far this year.
I think it's pretty cool that every team we've covered tonight, plus the one that we cover that is not here, they're all in the playoffs. Everybody made the playoffs this year, and that doesn't happen in football very often. I mean, everyone that we've covered has had relative success this year. Oakfield, I told you before the season I had never watched 8-man football in my life. I'm like, we'll see what happens. So we went to the first game. They scored like 60 points, and 30 of them were in the first half. And I was like, first quarter, actually. I was like, whoa, this is fun to watch. And then we went and I saw Lemire, and I kind of knew what I was expecting out of Lemire and Mayville. Fun to watch. Laconia, even though it's been a soft year or a slower year, they've had their moments. They've been fun to watch at times, and I did the Ripon game. They played really well that game. There's games that we see, and every one of these teams is ultra competitive. You saw Laconia play a tight game with Springs, who's top of the conference in the
last 3 minutes. Right, exactly.
It's fun to watch. The football season there's nothing like it. Even though we got our busy season coming up, as I like to call it.
Yeah, but I have to say my takeaway again of this evening was how fantastic these young men are to express themselves, and just like Dominic had said, the opportunity to meet them on a different level. What also stands out to me is the community, the people behind them is absolutely incredible. The support from the schools, from the community, the parents, teammates. I mean, it has just, as I share with anybody who ever asks, this is my favorite activity to do. Not that I don't love watching sports, not that I don't love calling them, I do, but the volleyball girls that we did last week, this one, going to do the preseason stuff that's coming up for basketball and for hockey at the end of the season. Yes, it's amazing that everybody is in the playoffs, but that's not what I take away from this. What I take away from this is these guys have learned so many life lessons, and whether they are state champions or just barely sneaking into the playoffs, they have made friendships for life. And you heard Coach Hilber say it over and over. You cannot survive in this world alone. You have to have people who help you, and that's the biggest takeaway that we had there. So, again, that's mine. Again, I want to thank everybody for joining us here. One of the things that we do here is we're going to end with a real quick prayer here on Jeff's live stream. So if you would like to join in and follow, that would be fantastic. Heavenly Father, we want to give thanks and praise for the amazing creatures that you have created and for the opportunity that you gave us tonight to be able to share their talents, their skills, and just the wisdom that they already have. We pray, Lord, that you will continue to be with them, that as they move forward, whether it's in their next football game or whether it's just in life, we pray that you will be with them and that your guiding hand will be there. Lord, I want to give thanks again to all of the people who helped me make this a success here and the opportunity to follow my dream. So, Lord, I ask that you will continue to be with them. And I pray all of these things in Jesus' name. Amen. Thanks again for joining us here on Jeff's live stream. Tomorrow, we've got 4 volleyball games that we are covering on Jeff's live stream in cooperation with Radio Plus. And Radio Plus is going to be covering another game with Waupun. And on Friday, we've got a full boat once again. I believe there are 6 games on the Radio Plus network that are going to be covered. And it's going to be fun as we get here into the playoffs, just as you had mentioned. Once again, take care, God bless, and we can't wait to see you at a court or a field near us.
Hoekstra's Greenhouse, Katie's Log Cabin, Generations Lanes, and Angling Only. PT Tire and Service. Pino Construction, Verhaeg's Furniture, Schaefer Auto. AirTech, Coal Oil and Propane, Rich Services, Pioneer Keg. Lidkey Lumber, Hoffs of Brownsville, Municipal Well and Pump. All Phase Heating, Cooling Geo. Back in Action, Rock Fleischer, Homestead Realty. Ergo Bank Wilmira. Maxwell Plumbing, Metalcraft of Mayville. Michaels Corporation, Quest Interiors, Schroffnagel Implements, Skyline Roofing, Surefire Heating and Cooling, Westfall Printing and Graphics, Bristol Morgan Bank, Marshview Veterinary Clinic, Leroy Meats, Mayville Savings Bank, Bernard Plumbing, Keller Building,